So let's get started. The directions say fill in the chart. It says 40 times the sum of 74 and 26. Before we can multiply anything, we have to find the sum first. When we hear the word sum, that means we're going to be adding. So let's put parentheses around the word sum and around 74 and 26. So let's go ahead and add 74 and 26. And of course, we're going to multiply that by 40. And that expression is finished. Now let's evaluate the expression. 74 plus 26 is equal to 100. And we're multiplying by 40. 40 times 100 would be 4,000. And that problem is finished. Next problem states, divide the difference between 1,300 and 800 by 5. Before we can actually divide the difference, we have to find the difference first. Let's go ahead and put parentheses around difference and between 1,300 and 800. So let's go ahead and write out 1,300 minus 800. Now it says we're going to divide that by 5. And that expression is finished. Now let's go ahead and do the rest of this problem. 1,300 minus 800 is equal to 500. And we're dividing 500 by 5, which is equal to 100. And that problem is finished as well. Next problem states the sum of 4 15s and 26 15s. Before we can add 4 15s and 26 15s, we need to write the expression for 4 15s and 26 15s. And the way we do that is 4 times 15 and 26 times 15. And again, we're going to be adding this because the sum means to add. And that expression is finished. Now, let's go ahead and evaluate this expression. Well, 4 15s plus 26 15s, we could actually add that together, and that's equal to 30 15s. And I'm going to rewrite that as 30 times 15. And if we multiply 30 times 15, that is equal to 450. And that problem is finished as well. So let's look at the next problem. 15 times the sum of 24 and 6. 15 times the sum of 24 and 6. Again, the sum is an answer to an addition problem, so we're going to add 24 and 6, and we're going to multiply that by 15. Let's go ahead and look at what this expression actually equals. 24 plus 6 is equal to 30, and we're multiplying that by 15. And again, we have a very similar problem to the one above, which is also equal to 450. And that problem is finished. Let's go to the next problem. Now, in this next problem, we're actually going to write the words for this expression. And we look at this, and it says 10 times the sum of 240 and 55. And that is completed there. Now we just need to evaluate the expression. 240 plus 55 is equal to 295. And we're multiplying that by 10, which is equal to 2,950. Let's look at the next problem. Again, we're going to right words for the expression. We're adding 460 plus 540, so we would say the sum of 460 and 540 times 13. Now let's go ahead and evaluate the expression. 460 plus 540 is equal to 1,000. And we're multiplying that by 13. So the answer would be 13,000. And we're done with that problem. Now let's go to the next problem. It says compare the two expressions using less than, greater than, or equal to. For each, explain how you can determine the answer without calculating. So let's compare the expressions in A. We have 100 times 8, and then we have 25 times 4 times 9. Now, I think the key to solving this is actually looking at the second part of this. 25 times 4 times 9. Now, we know that 25 times 4 is actually equal to 100, and then we're multiplying by 9. So we can obviously see that 100 times 8 is less than 100 times 9. B states 42 times 11, which is also another way to say that is 42 11ths. So let's go ahead and write that. And we have 45 11ths minus 3 11ths, which is equal to 42 11ths. So the answer to this is equal to. Let's look at the next problem. We have 24 times 48, and then we have 24 24s doubled. So let's write that out. 24 24s is saying 24 times 24 times 2. And the key here is to associate the last two factors, which is 24 and 2, which is equal to 48. In this case, it would be equal again. And that's all we have to do on this page.